Hello everyone, Anuthika here. I thought I would do a different kind of playthrough today. So I'm doing a random level of a game called Beautiful Katamari. If you haven't played it before, you should definitely check it out. It's a pretty awesome game. It's a little bit nutty. The aim of it is you've got a Katamari and you're a little dude. You push it around trying to collect stuff. And yeah, that's all you pretty much do. You just collect things, you get a goal at the start of each of the missions. So in this one, I'm collecting as many rings as I possibly can. There are other ones you've got to collect, much valuable things and powerful things and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. But basically the aim is just to roll around the crazy city, getting bigger and bigger and picking stuff up. So it's pretty enjoyable, pretty nutty. It makes a good background for a video, and it's not something that I see super often on YouTube, so I thought, why the hell not? So, in continuing in the fashion of explaining stuff about myself, I also have a pet dog named Jitsu, who's getting pretty old now. She hangs out in with me a bit while I'm gaming, so occasionally she'll run off when I start yelling at things during games like Halo. I did have other pets, but they've all died in the last few years, and we're not replacing them until we can be bothered, I guess, or until I move out. Sorry, I get slightly distracted by this game sometimes. It is quite amusing to watch, it's also quite amusing to play. There aren't that many games around that are just as fun to watch as they are to play, and this is definitely one of them. And the music gets stuck in your head for weeks, I assure you of that. Yes, I'm a big reader, currently rereading the Halo novels, preparation for Halo 4. Also a big fan of George R. R. Martin and his Game of Thrones series, or Song of Fire and Ice for those that read it. I also read a fair few Australian. Oh, it's Ice and Fire, sorry. I'm backwardsing myself, of course. Of course I do that while I'm recording, that's just typical. I'm a big fan of a guy called Matthew Riley, an Australian author as well. Of course, things like the Harry Potter books, Harry Potter movies, all of that lovely stuff. I am thinking about not saying so much, that'd be good. I'm also thinking about occasionally recording a couple of other of my first-person shooter games, and doing afterthought recordings, just so that I can discuss some more of my strategies, like I did with my DMR's game with Ultima Otaku on Halo Reach. But I will avoid doing too many after recordings rather than live recordings, as the live ones tend to hold a little bit more craziness, a little bit less structured, and it also means I don't have to think of what to talk about, which is always a really good thing. Anyway, more on myself and less ums. I tend to spend a lot of my time either doing this or at work. Working in a video store, I have a lot of interaction with people around this area. It can be a good thing, it can also be a bad thing, depending on who comes in, as of course you get customers that come in that can be a bit of a pain, especially working in a video store, as people seem to think that late fees aren't their fault, even when they decide that they're going to keep movies and games and all that kind of stuff a lot longer than they're meant to, and then we get blamed for it. So I've had some interesting interactions with customers. It's also a reason that when I get out of there I won't be too upset, but I tend to stick around because there's perks like free movies, free games, and all of that fun stuff that a lot of other people can't really do because they don't work in the same place as me. I also can give minor discounts to friends and things like that. And my mom can come in and hire movies and not have to stress about whether she's got money on her or not, so she really enjoys that. I've been sticking in this industry after I worked for a hospital for 2 years full time in a sterilizing department, and that was a pretty interesting job, but the politics in a private hospital are pretty messed up. I wasn't really comfortable there. I also didn't have any room for advancement, as the next levels up require you to have a nursing degree. So when everything got a little bit too politicky there, I decided to bail away from it. I also had the problem that I was working about 40 to 45 hours a week, and I really didn't have much time to do anything. I was barely getting to game. I was not getting to see friends. I was barely getting to see my girlfriend. It was just not working for me. So I figured going into a casual job and not wanting to sleep all the time would be a good idea for now. I'm only 23, I've got plenty of time to get full-time work. I don't study or anything like that, as I don't really want to spend the money to go and study and not know what I'm aiming for. It seemed pretty pointless to me. But that being said, I may go there once in the future, who knows. Look at all those lovely, lovely rings that I'm collecting now. You can get Beautiful Katamari. If you can find it to buy, then well done, because it's extremely hard to find in disc form. Otherwise, you can buy it on the Xbox Live Marketplace, one of the downloadable games. It is a full game, so you'll need to pay money rather than Xbox Live points, but it's definitely worth it. I think I got mine for around $20. I don't know what its average price is, but it seemed like a pretty damn good price to me, so I jumped on it while I could. And I've played it through quite a bit. I've completely finished the game through twice, and I tend to go back and play it. It's also a good game to play if you are in a bad mood or having a bad day. Go back and mess around with this, and it tends to cheer everybody up. So check it out. Alright, well, I've probably got to cut it there, seeing as there's about 8 seconds left in my little playthrough there. But hey, if you liked it, let me know. I'll chuck some more Beautiful Katamari up for you guys to have a gander at. So have a great day, guys, and hopefully you'll hear from me soon. See ya.